Series champs have made a lot of memories since November, and they made a few more today. Lauren Majera with the Cubs on their trip to the White House.
It's been an incredible offseason of celebration for the world champion Chicago Cubs. But today was the grand finale, accepting an invitation from the president to the White House.
Here is something none of my predecessors ever got a chance to say. Welcome to the White House, the World Series champion, Chicago Cubs.
Anthony Rizzo said as soon as President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle walked into the room, he got chills down his body. And they were moved by the genuine responses they gave them. The president said that they've hosted 50 sports teams, and the First Lady hasn't come to a single one until today. So it was clear that this was very special to her. There was plenty of healthy jokes about the White Sox versus the Cubs, but the president said among all the Sox fans, he's the #1 Cubs fan, and finished with what he loves most about sports is how it brings people together, no matter their differences.
It is worth remembering because sometimes people wonder, well, why are you spending time on sports? There's other stuff going on. That throughout our history, sports has had this power to bring us together even when the country's divided. It is a game and it is celebration, but there's a direct line between Jackie Robinson and me standing here. There is a direct line between people loving Ernie Banks and then the city being able to come together and work together in one spirit.
It's absolutely true about the unifying power of sports, whether it's a city, a state, a fan base, a nation. You could always rally around. You look at the Olympics as a perfect example.
You know, no matter what's going on in this country, in the world, 3 or 4 hours of any particular game could just rally so many people together, and that was pretty moving for me.
While sports definitely brings people together, it also affects the workplace. The president said that his very Chicago-heavy staff got very swept up in the World Series. People were calling in sick, and he even saw on TV one of his staff members being interviewed outside of a bar. But
let me say, first of all, best swag I've gotten as president. Represented right here.
The real Cubs fan is the First Lady, Michelle Obama. She told a story to the team about how she remembers watching games as a kid and, of course, where she watched them.
Or memories of climbing in their dad's lap to watch games on WGN. And that's part of the reason, by the way, why Michelle made sure that Jose Cardinal was here, because that was her favorite player.
The president says he has so much respect for the Cubs and their fan base because they're loyal, they suffer, and they have hope. Reporting from the White House, I'm Lauren Majera, WGN News.
Might expect Cubs were all over social media today. Here, for example, is Kyle Schwarber posting a group shot. White House with the boys, he said. And then the team's Twitter account had the president flying the W right there. David Ross in the briefing room. Why not? You know, stand in front of the podium. What the heck? And the president tweeted a thank you. From 144 to another, thanks for finally giving FLOTUS and generations of hopeful fans a Cubs championship. Dexter Fowler, check it out. Gift to the president. Those are Jumpman 23 shoes. Yes, Jordan Jim shoes directly from Dexter. And Ben Zobrist, with the first president, found a bust, put it on Instagram. And finally, Anthony Rizzo with his First Lady. Good times at the White House for the championship Chicago Cubs. Dina?